started a run yet. Okay, we're fighting the Hex Ghost. So we're looking for something like a disarm to make that fight basically free. There's other things. We don't need a disarm, but that's the first thing that pops into my mind anyway. Got some interesting paths. Let's see what our bonuses are. Remove a card from your deck. Obtain a random common relic, a curse to transform 2 cards, or a fabulous meme run. Really? I always thought Ironclad was the hardest one to get the hard kills on. I'm going to do the random common relic just for the sake of ease. We could do the transform 2 cards and remove the curse about here and move off into 2 elite path, basically. But let's see what we get for a common relic instead. Oh my god. Hold on, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Let me take its hat off. Oh. It's the same. Dude, it's in the cards. What can I say? Love it. My cup doesn't look like that, though. Have I tried Hades? I have. I actually streamed Hades some days ago. I did just a single stream, and I'm hoping to do more in the future. I got to the point where I don't want to say it was too easy, but it was getting to be too easy. And I was at the point where either I was adding on those little modifiers they have. I hate these paths, by the way. You can add on these little modifiers to make the game more difficult. But I was talking to someone while I was streaming, and they were like, oh yeah, they erased all of my progress, and I had to start over. And I was like, well, I don't really want to get to a point where I put in all this time, unlock all this stuff, just to have them erase all my progress. So that's where I ended with Hades. Plus, it's still in early access. I expect there's going to be a lot more interesting stuff to come, and I'm looking forward to it. But not there yet. So we know we're drawing, which is that it's been a few days. We know we're drawing 17 damage next turn with Bash Strike. So we just want to get to the point where we're doing 10 damage this turn. It does mean we're taking 6. But I believe it's correct. I tried Katana Zero. I don't think I have. I don't know if I can think of what that one is off the top of my head, actually. Let me, oh, baby! Something more tea-themed? I can't. Katana Zero. Please don't play copyright music on my stream. Okay, so we got a side-scrolly platformer deal. Okay. Overwhelmingly positive, similar to Super Meat Boy, which I was a huge fan of. Check it out. Let me add to wish list. Peace Pipe. This is like full Tolkien theme. Yeah, I guess, kind of. He said Peace Pipe. I don't know. The wizard popped in my mind. I can't explain it. I don't know about you guys, but I picked up a lot of... That's pretty easy. I don't think I need to explain that one to you guys. That was an easy choice. I picked up a lot of free games on the Epic Games Store winter sale thing that they were doing. I don't know. Not a huge fan of the Epic Games Store, but hey man, free is free. It's kind of an interesting choice here. Not safe for kids? Is it one of those rage-inducing games? I don't know if I've been mad at a game recently. I feel like I've maybe been close a few times, but I think I'm past that. Oh, not rage-inducing. I think I'm past that phase of my life. I think I'm over it. If we do, let me do this math. Hold on. Math the game. We have 17 damage in hand. That puts the Spike Slime at 13, but we're being made weak and frail this turn. We never do 30 damage next turn, and at best we block some damage. The material in the game, what did you have me add to my wish list? I didn't look that closely. I saw overwhelmingly positive reviews and similar to Super Meat Boy, and I just added it. How much damage we have here? 19. Math. 28. Or we'll have 22 with Inflame. Is unfortunate. Oh. Drug, language, blood. I can get on board with that. I'm a mature adult, I think. Pretty sure. All right, we have a choice between Elite Campfire Elite or Campfire Elite Campfire Campfire. A lot of extra upgrades for us, and then we can branch off into 3 more floor fights and a late Elite. Or we take just 3 campfires on the left and extra events. The thing I don't like about the path on the right is we're losing all our events, and these floor fights are going to be of a higher difficulty pool, so we'll take extra damage going into this Elite fight. I think the deck is strong. I don't know how strong, though, exactly. I'd say strong enough. We can also get some tokes off as well. Potentially. Oh, it's like the perfect temp. I'm just going to hold on to it. I'll just kind of be like crouched over in my nice warm drink. Bash is actually a really good remove now that we have both Uppercut and Shockwave. If we upgrade Uppercut and Shockwave, we don't need Bash anymore. It's probably just worse than a Strike at that point. Ooh, delicioso. So good. Ooh, that's not the hand you want. Punished for not toking? Hopefully not. So this is 15, or not even vulnerable, my dude. 15, 23, dead. Drop back up to 50, pick up an early strike dummy. That's about the only time that I actually want a strike dummy, to be honest, is early. Could take a power through, a blood for blood. I think the issue with power through is that we're going to be going into either a Tri-Sentries fight, and we know we're going into a Hexagos fight. So even though this is quite a lot of block, if we had picked up like an Evolve by now, which I might have, we could potentially take a power through. Blood for blood is interesting. I don't think we take any of these. What's wrong with these relics, man? Come on. Working with what we got. Oh, baby. Shovel. What's it supposed to do now? Look at how many options we have. This is where, be honest, this is where temptation sometimes gets the best of me. Ooh, so good. I think we'll just keep upgrading the deck, though. Since we have an Inflame Plus and an Uppercut, I don't feel as obligated to upgrade Shockwave, but getting Sword Boomerang upgraded with the Inflame Plus seems like a good way to kill some stuff. Got stuff to kill. Well, this is only our third floor fight, so we're still in the easy pool here. Ah, T-set. Sorry. Sloppy, man. Not punished. Chance at a speed potion and absolutely a shrug it off. Probably don't need the weak potion with both uppercut plus and shockwave. That's a fair warning. Didn't finish because it got complicated. Oh, I almost forgot I was rambling earlier. The last game that at least got me close to being upset while I was playing it, and I wasn't really upset. Like, I'm not trying to... I wasn't actually mad. But I'm going to say maybe the game Fury. I found it to be very satisfying to play in general, but also... Do we have a kill there? No. No. Yeah, also rage-inducing to some degree. It's a twin strike with which also scales with our Inflame. We haven't actually added that many attacks to the deck yet. Sure. Hey, Mr. Shidisimo. Good to see you again, my friend. Now, we are taking so much just accessory damage here, though. 9, 18. Wait, was that? No. Okay. Maybe I missed lethal there. No, I don't think I did. All right, 34 HP. Chance at a Reaper, a Battle Trance, and a Cleave. Yeah. Question of which. We need both of these guys. Yo, Mayo King. Dude, the gang's all here. Everybody showed up this evening. How y'all doing? Been a minute. Dadders, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, I think it is the Battle Trance. I like that a lot. I'm tempted to take the skill potion over speed potion. We're either going into the Lagavulin, who I think we do pretty well on, or the Tricentries, which are maybe more difficult since we don't have a ton of just block here. A lot of vulnerable, though. I guess this means that I've just been inefficient with my potions. Or maybe I've been lucky with getting them. I haven't really been paying attention, to be honest. Yeah, the speed potion would be amazing next turn. You're in the middle of the grand finale run. I know I'm biased, but man, it's worth it. It's a good run. I don't know, I wasn't trying to just like debate with the title. It is probably one of my best runs ever. I had so much fun playing it. I know, that was wild. Yeah, so we were offered something like 4 grand finales, and I think 3 of them were offered before the first boss in Act 1. So cool. It's so fun. Love it. Take the fire breathing because I like it. And is there anything we want to upgrade here versus doing something more interesting or more fun? Yeah, this deck really likes upgrades. Twin Strike goes to like 20 damage just within flame. 30 while vulnerable. Also, just Shrug It Off is pretty solid too. It took away a strike at this point. Man, that's tough. I'm going to stick to the plan. Huge difference, I think, between those two. I guess we'll draw first. Usually a good idea. Should lift. See, now, if lift was an option there, I think I would have. We do still have these potions. Here I am acknowledging them. It's not that I'm scared to use them, I promise. It's just... they're too good to use. That's, you know, that's the best part about what I try to do here every day is, you know, I hear people out. Okay, you want the memes? We'll go for the memes. And then when it works out, everybody flips their shit. I mean, it's like, I can't believe that worked. Some of my best runs by far have just been meme runs in the end. I've loved every single one of them. I was on someone else's Slay the Spire stream recently, and I'm not trying to call anybody out, but one of my favorite things ever is when people prematurely call GG in the chat. Like when it's genuine. Like if you type GG right now, it's like, come on, that doesn't count. That's not what I'm saying. But when people think it's over and then you pull it out in the end, dude, it's the best feeling ever. Go ahead, doubt me for the first and last time. You fools. They didn't think I could do it. No. Had it all along. Chance at a Reaper, Corruption, and Impervious. Impervious is just Impervious, but, you know, got some meme potential here with the Corruption. One of my great claims to shame that I'm very open about and very sad about is that I've never had a Dead Branch Corruption run, ever. Dig for Dead Branch. All right, man. That is the best idea I've heard all night. Sold instantly. You're right. We've got everything we need. This guy knows what he's talking about. No, I've truly never had Dead Branch Corruption. And now that Corruption is a rare card, it's been like even more difficult to find that combo. All right, we'll start down here. Probably take 3 combats. Same idea. We're looking for 3 combats, not 4. For our first elite, taking a late shop. Well, you know, late-ish, early-ish shop. To our first elite, dance through here, go to another elite here. Unless we're really not feeling it. But we'll get 4 campfires out of this, and for sure, a Dead Branch. I can feel it. It's here. Exarch, thank you very much for the follow. Ooh, that was nice. It's that speed potion. We don't need it. Yeah, I think we do need some more block. We've only added a... Shrug it off so far, really. Find some potions. Have you not been paying attention? I haven't been using the ones that I have. Their boss. The collector. This is it. Get the thumbnail ready. The what? Oh, it was like... I think it was last week. I got my first ever Corruption Dead Branch, but I had taken Velvet Choker in Act 1, so I couldn't actually do it. So that's actually the closest I've ever been to Dead Branch Corruption. And it's just pretty close. I just got a taste, you know? It's like when your mom's cooking soup when you're younger or something, or whatever your favorite meal is, and she's like, here, try it, see if it tastes good, and it does taste good, but you can't have it for like 4 more hours. But you just want it now. It's kind of like that. That was my last week Dead Branch Corruption experience. It's mom's home cooking. Soup is your favorite. No, you know, it's just what I'm drinking a hot drink. I had soup for lunch at work today. It was just, you know, it was in the frontal cortex. It was up here. Soup is not my favorite meal. I was poor. My mom didn't do a lot of cooking. Kind of. We don't need to talk about that. All right. What are we doing here? Besides staring at some potions. We've hung on to this Liquid Memories for absolutely ever. I want to carry one of these potions into the Collector fight, namely Ritual, or Cultist Potion, or the one Ritual. So it's between the Speed Potion and the Liquid Memories, and I think go something like that. Even though I think Liquid Memories is the better potion there. Ooh. Go for something else. What does the Liquid Memories do? Can you exclamation point that? Does that work? There you go. That'll explain it better than I can. $20 damage? That's illegal. Alright, he dead. Your chance at a True Grit. Havoc, Wild Strike. Would your soup nostalgia qualify as a Liquid Memory? Maybe it's the season. She used to take the turkey carcass or whatever after Thanksgiving and make soup with it. So that was actually a nice little treat that we got to have that time of year. So maybe that's why I'm thinking of it. Go ahead and say we have not built optimally for this fight in particular. Please don't end me. Taking 24, we go to 26 with just defend. We have to speed potion the defend. Yikes, my dudes. I guess we were not prepared for this. Maybe the corruption was too slow. Is 1830s. Okay. A waffle? Close to a waffle. We're offered a Reaper on sale. The shard. I see it. Indeed. Play it a little safe here. Maybe the issue with the deck is we're not cycling around to the good stuff. I could see that certainly being a thing. So we can take the Pommel Strike, the Speed Potion. Just the Speed Potion again. Did save us on the last fight. These nerds. Okay. So for me, it's a question of if we have to basically use both of our potions to survive this fight. And by taking 34 damage on turn 1, I think we do. We just go ahead and use that. Probably there. Lord, bear me strength. We don't want to draw into like corruption or something useful here. Good Reaper, good Reaper. Maybe the Cultist Potion was overkill, but, you know, time's gonna tell on that one. Oh, we had kill with Bash there. Never mind, don't mind. It was for dramatic effect or something. We'll skip on that stuff. I think we're good with what we got. All right, and after a momentary pause, after, you know, some spookiness, we can go for our Dead Branch, finally. We don't want that one. We don't want that one. Here's some knowledge. So we have the curse key. Every time we open a non-boss chest, we obtain a curse. There's 3 different chest models in the game. And based on the quality of the chest, you can basically have an approximation as to the quality of the relic that's inside. This tiny wooden chest is most usually a common relic. So I don't think it's worth taking the curse in this instance. We don't have a way to remove it before the end of the act unless we toke away the curse, I suppose. That is an option for us. But why toke when we can dig? Again, this isn't Dead Branch. We know this isn't Dead Branch. We skip. I have absolutely used up Fossilized Helix and Buffer on the Heart fight before, just on Beat to Death. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Snake. Very cool. This is 12. It's 4. It's only 16. Snakes rule the Spire? That's not it. Close, but that's not it. Do I still have it? Don't actually know. What would I have named it? What would I have named my own meme? Is this it? Oh, dude, that's it. Apparently, I named my memes GGIRMTFG2L841. In case you guys are wondering. Oh. There we go. Now we're fighting the real Snecko. All right, not the cleanest fight, but we made it through. Against a oh, we have Molten Egg now. Like, why are these all upgraded? Against a Body Slam, a Rampage, and an Entrench. We may actually need the Rampage for scaling at this point. I mean, we do have an upgraded Inflame and stuff. Get rid of that until next time. Kill the snake, man. I think we need it. I'm gonna save the explosive potion in case this is like Gremlin Leader and we just fail to do AoE damage. I don't think we have, well, I guess we have like Reaper, but we don't have much in the line of AoE damage. Whirlwind, Cleave, the usual suspects. Or we'll just use it against these nerds. Alright, you jerks. I guess it's time. This hurts, though. Do not like it. This guy's doing 8 damage. At the very least, killing this guy is effectively blocking 4 damage, since now we're only getting hit for 14. I guess that's a thing. I'm telling you, this is why the Chad and I are fighting. It's just a struggle. We did not Reaper yet. But my guess is this guy is basically dead the next time we draw Reaper, so... Ah! I don't think we stall for Reaper. Take 5? That can't be worth it. Like up to 22 HP. Offered some junk. Yeah, bad Reaper play. All right, we're on 22 HPs. Take another snooze. The deck has not been performing the way I would expect. Just say that. I don't have Inflame in play for Reaper yet. I think we just play Corruption here. That makes sense. Yeah, some kind of scaling. We lost our Cultist Potion for the Collector fight. Ah. These do not Okay. Pick up a Torii as well. Chance at a barricade? I don't think so. I don't know if we currently have a way to kill the Collector, though. This is kind of the problem. I think we just die. Well, that ain't it, regardless. Oh my god, no. we already did this. Alright, we have some potions. I am, at the very least, mindful of that. Let's get something good here. Yes. Like this. Yeah, that's kind of my thinking is we don't really, like, okay, so we could just, you know, barricade with corruption. We had a kill there. We could just barricade with corruption, but you're not really doing a lot of blocking anyway, so not sure how much it helps. Big for branch, they say. Hmm. You mean this dead branch? You know, you gotta go for the highlights sometime. Yeah. I mean, admittedly, the odds weren't very good that it was going to show up, but, you know, live by the meme, die by the meme. That's the game we all play. Now we get trucked twice in a row, and can't do much about it. Ouch. Oh, free turn. Kind, Mr. Collector. It's absolutely time for corruption at this point. You know, about the time that we're on 3 HP. Please? Summon? There's a chance. Rampage? Is that enough? We are no longer weakened. Oh, he's done it. Pick up our attack potion again. Chance at a Fiend Fire plus, Reaper plus, and a plain old Brutality. Like an easy Fiend Fire to me. All right. Chance at a sacred woof. My fave. A small house and a coffee dripper. Seems like a... Oh, ouch. Pretty easy sacred bark there. We have none of the key pieces, so we are taking a curse from Cursed Key. We're recalling, and our path is predetermined into our Flaming Elite, which is right here. 307 Spire bucks. I don't really mind taking an early shop if we can find one. After our Flaming Elite, it's actually right after we take our curse too, which kind of sucks. Flaming Elite, we can potentially remove the curse here. Need a recall somewhere in there. But also hang to the right here. Take 2 combats, some digging for a dead branch, maybe recall at one of these into our Flaming Elite. Remove the curse here. Try that out. The alternative that I was thinking was one of these early shops, but if we're bottlenecked into... Well, we're not bottlenecked, but we want to go to this shop, we'll just put it off till later. We could dig twice. All right. I think we can... We don't have any more dazed cards. You say we could just use fire breathing to kill this guy, but outside of that, we could take 6. Either that or we go for like a ghostly armor turn with Shrug It Off. That could be better. A Battle Trance next turn too. Okay. Nailed it. Break chance to metallicize a sword boomerang and a shock wave. And low to you as well. Welcome. I don't know if the metallicize really does much for us at all. I don't have anything to pair with it. It is nice, little bits of block here and there, but yeah, skip that guy. Ah. No Omamori. We can't really afford to take the normality curses. Easy rare relic. A dead branch rare relic. Yes. Give me that battle trance fiend fire, please. Aw. Sad face. We probably have Reaper next turn. If we want it. So it's kind of a question of if we take 28 damage after we split them, because we get a bad split here if we want to split. I mean, I don't really want to, but like Rampage Strike is probably good enough. But we always get Fiend Fire with Shrug It Off. Don't get Inflame down, though. Inflame makes Fiendfire so much better. That's tough. I'll do this. It's fantastic. So Fiendfire currently hits for 40 damage on one of these nerds. Do we get to choose whether we want to be made frail by the Spike Slime or weak by the Acid Slime? Kind of on squad, never weak. It depends on the time you're fighting him. Have slimed cards, please. Thank you. Guess that means we should have done Reaper first, though. Since this one was debuffing, it was always attacking this turn. Good fights. Pick up a Ginger. You know what? That's one more relic out of the rare relic pool. So we're just that much closer to getting through to the good stuff. I think I'll take a Pommel Strike Plus. We passed on a... Oh, this is the Dead Branch, boys. We passed on the regular Pommel Strike earlier, I think, from a shop. Which I still feel good about. 2 chances at the Dead Branch. Aim Dream is alive and well. This fight so often says, sorry, you're dead, though. Well, that sucks. Like no block coming up next turn. All right, 23, 35. They don't have a kill here. 36. Ooh. Feel like that is illegal. Guess we're drawing Fiendfire next turn, so we'll just take the heal. Ouch. Urn-faced bird. That is useless right now. I think this deck does need a power through plus, though. Sure. This guy doesn't even know. He doesn't even know we just killed 2 of his kind. He thinks he's on the front line. He showed up late. Exactly. Though he's doing the job better than his buddies did, I think. Pick up a duplication potion. And I suppose a Battle Trance Plus. Seems good. Dead Branch. Oh, it's pretty good, though. Okay. So if we open this, we get a curse. We could toke it away, but I think we need to... Probably need to rest at this campfire for the Flaming Elite, though. We'll pass. It's worse. Pass up the Singing Bowl for the Sapphire Key. Alright, we are against one floaty boy for our Flaming Elite fight here. Picked up a Regret Curse. I suppose that's fine. Yeah, we don't have a lot of block here, so I think getting as much damage in this turn as possible is going to be utmost, oh my god, importance. Alright. It's fine. It's fine. We can play down our hand a bit. So with Tori, we're only getting hit for 3 here. We don't actually have to get rid of this stuff unless we really want to. I don't think we want to. That went, you know, a lot better than the Orby Boy fight that we had, wherever that was, here or here. We do run our pocket watch here, but I think it's worth it. All 3 of them have attacked like twice in a row. The odds of them attacking again, I think, are low. Are we hit for 12, 20, 27? Guess we'll power through. We'll get Fiend Fire or Fire Breathing into play for these wounds next. Still lacking the Evolve that I like to pair with that, though. Come on, Curse. Hey. A decent fight. Pop back up to 77 HP and came across some skippable junk. True Grit is interesting with Corruption and Feel No Pain. It's a way for us to get rid of Regret as well, but we kind of have to have it upgraded. You're going to say, well, it upgrades with armaments, and on a 28 card deck, it just doesn't upgrade enough times for me. Say hello to the Spire growth, I suppose. Not a very good fight for us, since we don't have a ton of block, but maybe Corruption on turn 1 helps there. Order. Maybe Order. Okay, so we always do this. Now it's a question of if we battle trance with Regret in hand. We have a fair number of skills to go through yet that we could just burn. I think it's worth it. The wounds are like surprisingly bad. You know, it's better. This is better. But getting flex would be bad there. I think the worst part about flex is having to draw flex. It's very broadly speaking. The impact is relatively low for what we're trying to do. So yeah, I don't like the flex. It wasn't upgraded either. So maybe with like Pocket Watch. Oh, there's our demon form. Maybe with the Pocket Watch you could make an argument somewhere in there for it, but I don't really like it. We did not find Dead Branch. I did everything in my power to find it, but we did pick up a tungsten rod with Tori combo. Very good for the heart. And make sure there's nothing else that I want to do here. 630 gold. Let's see. I think it's always tungsten rod here. Poor Maw Bank. It did a good job. It did a good job. Never found our disarm that I would like. But that's okay. We have a lot of ways to strip artifact on Donu and Deka, so I'm not terribly worried about that. Hey, Buman. I do generally really like Panic Button. I like Panic Button a lot with apparitions. Also on the Silent with Wraith form somewhere in the deck. I do like it going into the Heart Fight, things like that. But, you know, I don't know if we want it here. Maybe it helps sometimes. Also just get rid of a strike. Our defends are also especially bad since we have an Orichalcum to block for us. And I know we exhaust them with Corruption, so I don't think I'll actually get rid of them here, but they don't do much of anything. Sure. I don't like that. We could also pick up a duplication potion for whatever comes after Donu and Deka. Like we could duplicate the demon form since it's not upgraded and basically guarantee that fight. Hey, Flannel Violin. I've seen some people take Brimstone recently, and it's interesting. I don't think this deck is necessarily the speed race, like speed run the heart kind of deck, but strike, remove, over, regret. That did happen. It's all a part of the master plan. I totally forgot we had regret for a second there. Sometimes, man. Sometimes I wonder. Exactly. Kept it for the fire breathing. A wink, a wink. Tori, Tungsten Rod. straight out of the gate. Doing good things for us. I think this is just better. Like, take 0. The thing that I think, like, I don't really want to be the guy who's on team nerf tungsten rod, but the fact that tungsten rod works like outside of combats and events and things like that too just seems unintended. Or I can't imagine a world where that would be part of the plan. Perfect. Or we... No, we never Reaper, right? Yeah. Super clean transient fight. All right, this is our last get for the end of the act. A flame barrier, a sentinel, and a clash. Sentinel corruption is definitely a thing. Go ahead and get our recall in. Say Triforce complete. What was the tungsten rod pre-nerf? I actually don't recall. I don't think I was on the beta branch at that time. Release date on the next patch is in 1 week. So next Tuesday, January the 14th. Coming up quick. We do want to proc Pocket Watch a fair amount here. The wounds are good for us with the fire breathing somewhere in our deck. Oh, still on the old WoW train. Nice. How hard do I want to dig for our powers here? Because we can battle transfer 2 cards and still get like corruption into play ideally, and then we take 0. They fix reprogram. Yeah, the reprogram thing is interesting. The last time I was playing the defect, we had an extended conversation about like, what do you even do to reprogram at this point to fix it. And the short answer is I don't think we came up with an answer. It's in a very weird spot. Okay. It's kind of difficult to... Like, the corruption is slightly scary since we don't have Demon Form into play yet. But I also think we kind of have to get it into play for us to not take a ton of damage from Regret and also have a decent turn this turn. It is just 3 cards. We're set up with... we're going to shuffle. Okay. Anyway, we're set up with the demon form next turn. We're taking a lot of damage here, though. I don't know if we can actually afford to get the demon form off. Spooky. Inflame or fire breathing might be more damage at this point. 60 damage versus the inflame, which is +3 strength. I don't know. We have demon form in place, so wow. Excuse me. I would like to do damage here. Ripper for 28's pretty okay. We do ruin our pocket watch, but hopefully we just get like a power through. We do. Actually, you know what? That works out. This is 48 damage. Yeah, and then we just like Fiend Fire next turn, basically. Good stuff, my shapes. Go against one Time Eater. I have asked the question to a few other streamers, but I've not got a very satisfying answer yet. I asked them if it would be better if Havoc played the bottom card of your deck instead of the top card of your deck and then exhausted it. Because if Havoc played the bottom card of your deck instead of the top card, it would always get Demon Form into play. It's a bit of a joke. What I say is the strongest relic versus the heart. Because if I play Shrug It Off here, like, it's always Demon Form, right? Okay. The strongest relic versus the heart. Well, it's very, I don't know. Yeah, it might just be Tungsten Rod. Like, you could argue there's probably 3 primary ones that I can think of, and they're all defensive right now. Like, Tungsten Rod, Fossilized Helix, and the Incense Burner all do pretty amazing things against the heart. So those are my picks anyway. Nice, Regret. Ouch. Remember that one time when somebody asked me why I removed a strike instead of a regret? I'm hoping I figure that out pretty soon. Okay. Comes the big damage. It's a decent Fiendfire hand. Just a question of if we actually kill after that, and I don't know. So this, let me see how much this is. This is only 168 damage. That's not nearly enough. We can play a bunch of cards just to get rid of Fiendfire and get closer to half. We have Demon Form to play with Sword Boomerang and Twin Strike. Like, that could be enough, assuming we just make it to the end. So this is 3 energy on its own. Pretty good. If the plan is to Fiendfire away Regret, then I guess we Reaper this turn for just 12. It's kind of sad. Unsone has usurped the throne. Give me just a moment, I'll swap that over. Oh, I closed the tab. I had it open earlier. There we go. Should be updated. We could get Inflame into play this turn and get it below half. So if we draw Battle Trance, Inflame, Twin Strike, Boomerang, and then we don't shuffle our deck, we take 21. But, I mean, there's a non-zero chance we get the kill next turn. It's not high, but... Oh, wait, I forgot to change it. Hold on. No, I changed it, but I forgot to increase the value. Woof. There we go. I was just trying to get rid of the pop-up. Oh, never mind. We go to... Okay, never mind. We go to 12 stacks here. I forgot about that. This is... not lethal, right? Could see what we draw here. If this is like Sword Boomerang, I think it is. Does that change anything? It make me do math? Gross. So this is 60 damage plus like 90 some plus 24. It's not lethal. Ice Cream Double Meteor. I really hope there was like what's it called? A multicast in there somewhere. Something that costs X. I don't know. Pick your flavor. I think we just pass, because then we always have power through next turn for block. With Battle Trance, Sword Boomerang, Pommel Strike. The chance we kill next turn. Maybe not through all this block, but... could have been. Oh, I should have, I should use Uppercut first. Or... okay. Yeah. Reinforced Body Plus. See? That's a real deck right there. Those are the ones that keep you coming back for more. But one of my favorites is like a really simple Meteor Strike Snecko Eye type of deck. That is really fun to play. All right. 88 gold, so we cannot remove a card. Go ahead and get rid of that regret. That was Dead Branch, though. I know. Dude, I knew it was coming. It's like the same time. That's pretty good. We could take a Dark Embrace. Dark Embrace corruption is definitely a thing. Oh, I see. All right. No regrets. Wink, wink. Sure. Seems like a good take. Just kidding. Got him. Oh, baby, what a turn. I think I messed up last turn by not proccing Pocket Watch. I played like one too many cards. We didn't need to play the Sword Boomerang there. I think that was my misplay. So that means we end up using our Duplication Potion instead. Yikes. Save us, Blessed Tori. And Tungsten Rod. I don't know. Might just all fall apart right here. I'll take 2 damage from these burns. That's fine. We just wasted Pocket Watch though. I did it again. All right, we got Dark Embrace into play. That's something. I'm gonna Battle Trance before Pommel Strike because I'm not sure that we actually play the Pommel Strike. We probably play the Pommel Strike though. Okay, I was really looking for this uppercut, so that's a good get for us. Our weakness has fallen off now, so it'll be a good block. 1836. 50 damage coming in? Is that right? 60 damage coming in? This is usually better, right? Usually. Let's see, we have 22. I think we always do this first. You can see where we're at. We've got 44 plus 24. Yeah. Seems good. And I got an email from Twitch, and it was nothing fun. I was hoping they were, yikes. Emailing to tell me my emotes were approved, finally. Such luck. You know, all's well that ends well. We ended up with a nice 69 HP. Which? Hey. Got him. Seeing red only kind of works sometimes. Like, it works after we've gone through our deck a single time and have Corruption and Dark Embrace into play. Then it's pretty good. Alright. We'll live in the pretty good world. Used up both of our potions, unfortunately. This was demon form. I'll just say it. No, it is not 0. So Beat of Death is 0 when you are on Ascension lower than 20. I forget if it's just below 19 or what. The base value of the Beat of Death is 1 when you're on the lower Ascensions, and then Tungsten Rod blocks it all. And Tori is only unblocked attack damage. So these two do not work in concert with each other in this particular point in the fight. Like, if we don't get Corruption into play now, we basically never do. So it's just kind of awkward. Oh. Well, lived the meme dream and didn't quite make it to the end. Have a good night. All right, I think like I said, we have to get the Corruption into play. The other alternative is to play Uppercut and have 1 turn of weak next turn. But I would like to get Pocket Watch going for next turn, so. Oh. Yeah, Champ is tricky. Got to be careful when you get to the halfway point, because they'll get you for sure. All right, my nerd, 67 damage, and you zapped my energy, you jerk. This is so bad. All right, would you burn and void? Currently, we're proccing Pocket Watch, and saving our defense for when we have Dark Embrace in play is valid. Pommel Strike, if it draws through Demon form right now, is really sad, and Sword Boomerang hardly does anything, and it probably isn't worth breaking Pocket Watch over. So we end turn. Okay. So now here's the moment we've all been waiting for, the multi-attack turn, where Tori and Tungsten Rod make it so we don't actually have to block at all. There it is. Blessed Demon Form. Still no Dark Embrace. Gross. We could force ourselves to draw it with Battle Trance, but that's our last Battle Trance. I guess if we draw Dark Embrace and play it this turn, then that will be our Pocket Watch of sorts. Maybe that's good enough. Thanks, Tori. We may just keep hanging on to our Reaper for the next time around, I think. Spooky. All right, Tori, Tungsten Rod still does their full Wombo combo here. We don't have to do much else. For next turn, we're certainly proccing Pocket Watch, and that's the main priority. There's not much to do beyond that. This might be our best armaments hand, actually, for Twin Strike. Otherwise, we're hitting not much else. Strike, Strike, Reaper. Whereas we get value out of it this turn, and then we don't have to draw it again. 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2. Yeah, we would lose Watch. I think that's reason enough not to use it. Ideally, we draw it next turn. That tracks. Guess we have to ask if we have to Reaper this turn. The answer is maybe. We have to Reaper, I think. And then we just want to get some damage in. Basically proc Pocket Watch again, and this is our hand for next turn. We have a source of weakness and uppercut. I think the Beat of Death. Can't remember. Well, the Beat of Death goes up, but I think the multi-attack may be reduced below 5 if it's weak. I think that's correct. Don't quite recall. It also just Fiend Fire, like, okay. No, I don't think we do that. Okay. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We might need Fiendfire for block. At this point, we are in spooky territory. This is our hand next turn if we if we break Pocket Watch. Good stuff. We know we have to survive this turn and next turn because of the damage cap. We can't do more than 400 damage over the next 2 turns. We have to get as close as we can to a full block here, which means a lot of things. Like, we could draw through with Pommel Strike, and then Power Through Fiendfire is a really good combo too. So we know we're always doing Uppercut. We'll probably choose to do the Pommel Strike. So that's... No, we can't do that. We'd have to Uppercut, Armaments, Power Through Fiendfire, and then that's 4 energy. We're going to draw when we exhaust Armaments and Power Through, though. So maybe we do that first. Ideally draw, you know, some useless stuff. Not as useful as I would have liked, but works. Nice. We know we're always doing this, and then Fiendfire. Give me block, please. Our ability to do damage is, you know, it's in an interesting spot. Give me my cards, please. GG, nerd. Good fight. Got down to a 4-card deck there at the end. Yeah, Tungsten Tori. We bought the Tungsten Rod from a shop. Let's go ahead and say that was worth it. Has it been done? Absolutely not. It's only 8:15. We got more to do here. History. A victory. An hour and a half. Really good run. We bought the Dark Embrace late in Act 4. And that ended up doing a lot of work for us there in the Heart Fight. Just being able to cycle through our deck, basically. Pocket Watch also... I mean, of all the rare relics that we picked up here, like, we picked up a fair amount. And none of them were Dead Branch. We tried, but didn't quite get there. I know. One of these days we'll get Corruption Dead Branch. We did only get to 18 relics, so who knows? My watcher run.